All right, so let's get into topic number 2. All right, let's talk a little bit about the young bull who is coming for everybody, man. Whether he's saying it or whether he's not saying it, the expectation is that he will be reigning supreme, possibly at welterweight at some point in the future. And that is none other than the Philly fighter, Jaron Boots Ennis.
The second Philly fighter of the day.
You know what I mean? Now, let's talk about some of the rumblings that quite possibly he might have a better crack at some of these 154-pound titles. Now, a lot of people look at the frame of Jaron Boots Ennis and they feel like it's inevitable that he will go to that division at some point. So tell me, man, do you think he should be patient, wait on a Errol Spence, wait on a Bud Crawford, wait on a Virgil Ortiz, and some of these other welterweights, even a Conor Benn over across the pond? Or do you think Jaron Boots Ennis should go ahead and jump up to that 154-pound division where you have the Charlo and a few other, Jarrett Hurd, a few other 154-pound fighters, and try to get some belts there? Or do you think stay patient, young bull? Which way would you advise him right now with those rumblings going on?
Well, honestly, man, I would like to see him stay at 147 to definitely remain supreme, well, be supreme, because one thing about it, and if I'm gonna keep it a bucko, I said this in prior pods, please, Errol Spence, please, and this might contradict some things I've said in the past. You know what I'm saying? But in this particular situation, with the brewing of the boots, I mean the
Bud versus Spence.
Yeah, I don't want to see anything spoil that. Ugas is
right.
I'm scared for the Ugas fight.
Right.
So end of the day, I want them to stay away, you know what I'm saying, from Boots, because Boots will be a disruptor. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I want him to Conor Benn, like you say, Conor Benn. I'm glad you brought his name up, but Virgil Ortiz Jr. definitely. That's a fight I want to see. I want to see Virgil Ortiz as far as the second tier, not as far as talent, because we don't know till they get in the ring. All them get in the ring together, who's supreme talent? Because I feel like Boots is a guy that I feel like Boots will beat the hell out of Canelo. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. That was hey, outside of the parentheses.
You say
Boots has the talent and the explosiveness like a Roy Jones with the speed and the power. He just got everything, and I just feel like, so Boots is different. So I don't even count Boots as far as I want to see Errol Spence and Crawford. Who's the best out of those two? Okay, because I just think Boots is bigger, and he's I don't want either one of them fight him. But basically, I want him to win on Virgil Ortiz. Conor Benn, even though Conor Benn called out Adrian Broner. Yeah. I understand. Adrian is a payday. Adrian is, and that's my guy. I love Adrian Broner, but he's not at the top of the apex. You know what I'm saying? He's not in there. He is a name at this point.
Yeah, but man, I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. I think that he should be patient. I know they see a lot of fighters in that 154-pound division where nobody's really at this point really reigns supreme. Because even Charlo has the rematch with Castano, right? Yes. That's going to be a heck of a fight. But
it's going to be a hell of a fight.
Yeah, so you don't really see anybody in that 154-pound division that you would kind of say is pound for pound that Boots shouldn't be fighting right now. So I understand the people clamoring for him to go ahead and go up to that division, and especially because he's more aligned with the PBC side. But I agree with you, bro. I think ultimately he should be patient and just
give it one more year.
Yeah, give it another year.
Give 22 to welterweight. See if anything shakes. And after that, we can see what's good,
Right, because also the other thing about it too is that even though a lot of people are putting Errol Spence and Bud Crawford up there at the top of the welterweight division, there's still a lot of welterweights. There's still a lot of welterweights out there for Boots to fight. Like we said, we named a Conor Benn. You got a Virgil Ortiz. You got a plethora of other welterweights on the come up as well. So, you have a number of fighters for them for him to fight, man. I don't see any point in rushing it. But nevertheless, man, I do like your point, though, on Boots and Canelo. That is going to be something, bro, to watch out for in the future. Because without a doubt,
he'll be my pick.
You know what I mean? Because if Canelo is willing to fight him at maybe 160, I think Boots is going to get to. I think he could make 160, bro. I think at the end of the day, in a couple years, I could see Boots at 160, man. He has that kind of frame. So that would be an exciting fight in the future if Canelo really want that smoke.
Yeah, but it ain't no reason for him to take that because, you know, Boots has a he got to show a drawing power, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, not now. Of course, not now.
And also,
a couple of years.
They definitely know what styles do, you know what I'm saying? Eddie Reynoso, right. Matter of fact, this is something on the side note. Quote that they say Canelo's trainer, which is Eddie Reynoso, right? Am I correct?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Stated that Boots, because you know they go the whole cruiserweight deal, right?
Right.
The whole cruiserweight deal. He said, because you know, Usyk said he'll go back to fight Canelo, which is a fight that I absolutely love. If you're gonna go to cruiserweight, I don't even mind you fighting whatever the guy name is. If the ultimate goal, if you want to fight a best that's in that division, which is Usyk is one of the best we ever seen in that division. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the
right.
But either way it go, if that was a goal, I'm all for that. I even suffered through that fight for you if you would. But he said, "Ain't no way in hell." That's not a direct quote, but he said absolutely he would never fight Usyk. So with that being said, that tells me he knows styles because Usyk has that type of shifty, quick pop sticking. You know, hit and don't get hit. He has that type of athleticism, crazy footwork with enough pop to his punch. And a ring IQ, you know what I'm saying? Like a Boots. You know, Roy Jones had that type of it's amazing athleticism as well as ring IQ and speed. You know what I'm saying? All those things with power.
Right.
So with that being said, you know, that's pretty much how that'll go.
Yeah, man, I agree with you on that one, man. I think ultimately at the end of the day, man, Boots will be a problem because Boots, I think, he's got the build to take Canelo's power. And I think in a couple years, he's going to have the ring IQ on the level of a Canelo to really touch him. And we all know, at the end of the day, if you're going to beat Canelo, you have to be somebody who can take his power and give it back. And I do firmly believe that Boots Ennis will have that in his repertoire in a couple years. And with that being said, with the two main topics, now, brother, let's get into our rapid fire segment, which is Connect or Whiff.